Jim is 65 years old and he retired 2 years ago. Jim saved all his money in the bank and until now he was sure to live through his retirement without any money problems. However, Jim noticed that he's going off budget and the money he has is not sufficient anymore to cover his expenses because of inflation. See, Jim represents most Americans nowadays. But quite frankly, Jim could have ended up a wealthy old man if he had made the right choices. So, what are the investments that he could have made to change his life? Hi, Matrix Moneymaker here. Today's video is about 6 assets everyone should have to be financially free. Make sure to subscribe and watch until the end to see if you already have one of them. And if you don't, you may consider implementing them. The first asset is index funds. One of the best investments one can make while he is young is stocks or index funds. The reason for that is because of compound interest. A lot of people speak and speculate about compound interest, but do they really know what it is? Compound interest is the most powerful secret of investing, and here is why. If Jim had invested only $1,000 per month when he was 25, earning a 10% interest per year, at the age of 65 as of today, Jim would have more than $2 million and would not be worried about his finances at all. By starting early and investing instead of saving his money, Jim could have taken a completely different path. For this reason, even though stocks have a high percentage of risk, you can earn more by investing in them. And because you're young, you have plenty of time to make mistakes and understand what works best for you and which investments are the best. Besides, if you don't want to take major risks, you can invest in index funds such as the S&P 500, which is the most stable fund and has given a 10% annual average return over the past 30 years. A great advantage of index funds is that they have low fees, and so there is a correlation between the fees and the earnings. The lower the fees, the higher the returns. Number 2, real estate. There is no investment as promising and safe as real estate. Well, this is simply because there will always be a deficit in housing. In fact, during the recent years, the population has grown tremendously, and so just like eating, people need a place to live. For this reason, the demand for housing will always increase as the population grows. Moreover, real estate assets will always rise in value over time. Consider this example. At the beginning of the 21st century, the average cost of a house in New York was around $150,000. And 20 years later, this price has multiplied by 7 to approximately $1 million. Even though inflation has its word to say, the rise in value of the home is huge. So, investing in real estate is sure to be an asset that you want to have as you're building wealth. Furthermore, for the people who do not have the money to buy property directly, there is a possibility to invest in REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. With these, you can invest as little as $500 to own part of a property commonly with other investors. And this is also an option for the people who would like to invest in real estate but do not want to deal with the house management and utilities repairing. The third one is education. The best investment one can make is investing in itself, especially when you're young. Studies have demonstrated that the best time to learn new information is in your 20s. This is the best investment because having the proper knowledge can set you for life and allows you to have an incredible career. When being young, it is the best moment to learn everything about money, but also learn multiple high-income skills. Read books, assist seminars, purchase courses, whether it is online or in person. Take the time and learn and discover new skills that will help you later in life to make money and to be happy. One of the best skills to master is selling. Knowing how to sell is important, maybe even mandatory, because human beings are social beings and selling has been going on since the dawn of time. Knowing how to sell oneself can rapidly make you wealthy, but also appreciated by others. 4. Growth stocks and dividend stocks. Since when you're young, you have the possibility to recover fastly from financial mistakes, it is a great opportunity to invest in growth stocks or dividend stocks. Even though in both options you are investing in stocks of companies, there is a little difference between them. A growth stock is the stock of a company that's expected to raise its profit and grow faster than the average business and companies in its industry or the market. The good thing with growing stock is that they generate more sustainable, positive cash flow and revenues than others. Dividends, on the other hand, are stocks of companies that are already well established and that are mature. This means that their share price fluctuates less than growth stocks and they are less risky. As you invest in dividends at a young age, you are able to generate passive income consistently and you can potentially grow your ownership in the company and earn more over the years. There are several videos completely dedicated to dividend investing, so you may want to check the playlist to discover how fantastic an opportunity it is. 5. Commodities. A commodity is a raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought and sold. Examples of commodity are gold, coffee, silver, or oil. The economic definition of commodities are a bit different. In economics, a commodity is an economic good, usually a resource that has full or substantial fungibility like gold. There are several ways to invest in them. The first being to directly purchase the raw material and store them. In the past, the US dollar was established as a global method of exchange because it was backed by gold. At this time, the purchasing power of the dollar was at its prime and a lot more powerful than nowadays. So, you can use the same technique to back up your money, and by doing so, you can be sure to never be poor again, because gold keeps the same value, and it only changes when fiat money fluctuates. This is the reason that it is one of the best investments you can make. Investors can also invest in commodities through mutual funds, which invest in commodity-related businesses. An example of this is an energy company that would own stock or invest in an oil company, which would allow them to diversify their investment in portfolio. The chances are low that you will lose a lot of money, and during the past years, commodities have shown the most steady performance during the inflation period. The last asset is cryptocurrency and initial coins offering. Even though they are extremely volatile and recently Bitcoin has collapsed, there is no doubt that cryptocurrencies are the future. One of the main reasons for this is that most people are annoyed by the traditional bank system. Whether it is to make a transfer or to pay for something, if it is something expensive, they will put you through a long process to confirm your purchase and transaction. Even though it can be safer, most of the time it is just annoying and it can discourage you. Moreover, they charge an incredible amount of fees for transactions and for keeping your money in the bank. When you think about it, people are most likely to use cryptocurrencies in the future to avoid paying high fees and make faster transactions. Furthermore, as the technology world evolves, money based on the blockchain systems will inevitably evolve too. Therefore, cryptocurrencies are undoubtedly a great investment to make for the future. However, do not rush into buying currency that you do not understand, because if you invest in something you do not understand, you are more likely to lose all your money. Subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss more videos about how to make money, personal finance, investing, and much more. If you want to get the advantage of working remotely, check out the latest video to see the best work from home jobs that are hiring. Take care.